welcome to another video. In this one, Dad, Noelle, Max, and I go to Copenhagen in Denmark. This place is beautiful. Our hotel, beautiful. The place we stayed next to, which is an amusement park, beautiful. The buildings, beautiful. The gardens, beautiful. It's beautiful, okay? I hope you enjoy. Garden goals, for real. The last place that Max and I went with Dad and Noelle was Copenhagen in Denmark. Max and I unfortunately were sick with congestion, runny noses, and had lots of headaches, but Copenhagen was so beautiful. Our hotel was right outside of an amusement park. When we got to Copenhagen, we stayed at the hotel and had something to eat, and then we went to bed and were ready for a new day. As I mentioned, our hotel was right next to an amusement park, and it was actually called the Tivoli Gardens, and it opened originally on August 15th, 1843, and it's the second oldest operating amusement park in the world. It was full of interesting and beautiful flowers, cool water features, and even had a robot lawnmower. The next day we got on a tour bus and rode around the city of Copenhagen to see the beautiful buildings and learn more about its history. Unfortunately, I don't really remember anything, but look at these beautiful buildings. We did stop at an art museum. I don't know the style of this type of art, but it was like trash to treasure, modern maybe, I'm not sure, but it was cool to look at. We also stopped at some shops and looked around at different places and found some really pretty bowls. We stopped at this train station a couple of times to get ginger wellness shots at the coffee shop inside of it. We walked around the city and even went to a VIP store, which is a fancy kitchen appliance store. And we also stumbled upon a restaurant called Max, so naturally he had to take a picture in front of it. We tried to go to this church that my dad was telling me about, where the original Christus is from, that the LDS church has a lot of, but it was closed, so we couldn't go in. We went to this beautiful park that had a lot of grass. You could walk around a lot of places, and it even had a castle that we were able to get close and personal to. You could pay money to take a tour, I believe, but again, it was closed. Right outside of the castle was a pond, and these fish would get so close to the people, you could actually sit down and pet the fish. It was crazy. The castle had a beautiful flower garden, so we went in and took some photos.
Later on during our trip, we got in a car and Dad drove us all to a castle. I have no idea where it was because I was not feeling good and I fell asleep in the car, but when I woke up, boom, there was a castle. It was beautiful and it was on so much land. We didn't go inside the castle, but we did explore the gardens. They were huge. They had like mazes and sculpted bushes. It was beautiful. Could you imagine waking up in that building and opening your blinds in the morning and seeing a huge garden for miles? Like, hello, yes. Also, you could literally play hide and seek every single day in this garden. At the end of the garden, there was this huge pond. There was even some shops at the top where you could get a coffee or some soup, things like that. It was closed, but we stopped there and saw the cute building, and they also had a 3D diagram made out of metal so you could see all the designs and paths of the garden. By the time we got to our hotel, it was evening time, so we ate dinner and then went into the steam room. It was my first time. It was actually very fun and quite relaxing, where we could just talk and relax. It was great. And that was the end of our time in Copenhagen. We packed our bags and headed back to Spain. Thank you so much for watching.